Now, Joe, a subscriber, sent me a swing. You saw this in the thumbnail right here, and I can't believe how many mid-handicappers, or just golfers in general, get it wrong. It's so frustrating because it's easy to fix. Now, we're going to be looking at Joe's swing. Let's start by analysing it. If you're overplaying, standing up and steep, you can't control the face. Let's get into this analysis, because I know a lot of what Joe's doing here, you will see in yourself. Now, just to give you some background, he's a missing left, straight pulls all day with driver. Now, I can actually imagine looking at this swing right here, he has in the past suffered with a bit of a big slice too. So let's start with this. The address position looks nice. I actually really like the fact we can see the right elbow's a little bit under the left, something you should definitely look to bring into your swing too. So let's roll this through. I want to concentrate firstly here at the top of the backswing. The first thing I want to put out here is the flat shoulder plane. We'd ideally want this pointing down sort of somewhere just over the golf ball. Actually, to be fair, where he's got this golf ball placed here would be a great marker. The second thing I want to pull out here at the top of the backswing, if I zoom in, is the fact how deep his right elbow is, a flying elbow, but what impact this then has on his wrist. What you see here is a cupped left wrist and a right wrist that's too much in this position. Now you might be thinking, well Alex, if he's doing that and he's missing it left, they're all the traits of having an open face. Well, it goes wrong from here also. I made it sound bad, Joe, it's not that bad. You can see that you play great golf, but these are the things I want you to dial in to play better. Now, because he's got this flat shoulder plane and this right elbow's digging out this way, look as he starts down here now. Turns really hard with upper and lower. The club then works a little bit overplaying and quite steep. So you can imagine, right? If you're overplaying, standing up and steep, you can't control the face. So if you're swinging left and let the club flip through impact, as he does right here, the butt end's pointing back, then there's only one way that ball's going to go. If a left path with a left face, the ball's going to go left. But you can see here, look at that again. You can see why in the past I think Joe has really struggled with a bit of a slice, because that face is open at quite a lot of these points in this downswing. So the main areas we're going to focus on is backswing and start down. Let's start with backswing. The first thing I'm going to tell you right now, and please listen to this, I would rather a shorter, wider backswing as opposed to long and really deep elbow. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me grab this hoop. Now, if we think of power as nice width in this golf swing, what Joe has, yeah, he makes a good turn in the sense of he gets good rotation, but these shoulders are flat. But look how wide my circle is from this point of view if my elbow is sticking out. You can see that from face on and down the line right now, that's not very wide. Whereas, this is where we want to get to. Look how much wider this, again, just look how much wider that is just here as opposed to this. Now, that's all well and good. We know we want to get wider, but how do we do that? Well, there's a few points I want you to, I guess, feel. Because I realise, like, as we get older, some of these changes are harder to do. But I want you to get 1% better at it. So even if we don't end up perfect, but we're working towards that, that is key. So the first piece of advice I would really say to Joe and you is think about getting our shoulder turn to be more down towards the golf ball. So really simple of how I do that is just a foot over, right, just that there, place a tee peg. This could actually be a mark on the ground. This could actually be where the tee marker is, right here. So you could strategically on the golf course, tee your ball up here and have this as a gauge. What I'm looking for, remember what I said, I'd rather a shorter turn, wider than long and out of control. So I'm really looking for my left shoulder to point down and over towards that tee peg, not flat to where it was. Point number one. Now let's talk about this elbow. So think about it this way, Joe, right? And think about this, everybody. I don't want your elbow to overtake the seam of your shirt, right? So that's my seam right there. I want that feeling of my elbow not overtaking the seam and not breaking down past 90. Think about this. This is weak and sort of in a position where we're going to go to here. As soon as we bring the elbow in, look at the difference in our wrist position. As soon as I bring it in there, not there, but in line with the seam, look at our wrist position from here to here. So remember, Joe was around here, don't like this position, into here. That's where I want you to be. So I really want you to think about those points with the arms. Elbow doesn't get past seam, and right arm doesn't break down past 90. This being our 90. Even feel that. I mean, look at the width there. Away from us. Away. Now, they're just feelings. They're just feelings. But do reps towards those feelings in the backswing, we're going to be in a much more sound position. Like if I just pause this here, on the side of the screen we'll show Joe at the top of the backswing, and this is where I want him to get to. Or something close to this, right? Something close to this. So look, I'm going to hit this one away. I'll just show you with very little effort how much straighter this goes, and we're not even on the downswing points, plus the distance this goes. Okay, so just watch this, right? I'm going to really feel elbow, shoulder. Shorter swing, more control, boom. Look at where that's just gone, perfectly hit. Absolutely perfectly hit, down there, just by the tree. And look at this, 254 yards with very little effort. And look, out the middle of the face. And to be honest, it's not about how far I hit it, it's about the fact that I just found the middle working to those points. Now the reason why that's really gonna dial Joe in, more organised wrists, more organised arms and body, and wider arc. These are the good habits that help create good golf swings. Let me just give you one little bit of advice that Joe and you should use in the downswing. Now the priority for Joe here to become a better golfer is that backswing, because that's the first domino in the sequence. The downswing will work so much better. Think, he was standing up, level shoulders in that downswing and had no chance of being under control in this situation because he wasn't there to start with. So use the T-peg we had, remember, a foot away, at the start. All I would say is, to start the downswing, Joe and everybody, try and keep that left shoulder down towards that T-peg for longer, not rotating out and standing up and left. That is all I would say. Keep that left shoulder down for as long as you can, and I know you're going to play some better golf. Don't forget, if you want to get involved, send me your swings, this link and email down below. Also, you have to make sure you're subscribed and turn the bell to be eligible.